Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares. Shattered.
A to B. Shattered Cast Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Cast
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast Uncut.
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Shattered Cast Uncut, episode 301. It's the powwow.
Powwow.
We're having a little powwow tonight.
I don't know why was that so funny?
I don't know where he's going with that.
That's a great
You
quote.
never do. You never do.
Oh, I see, because it's not an episode. It's not an episode. It's Powwow 301. Because we don't have episodes. It's not some serial. There's no series. There's no storyline. This is the storyline of our lives.
There's no milk.
There's no milk. It's a powwow. Powwow number 301. I like that, Greg. Every week you should come up with a different synonym. Or a cinnamon, Matthew.
Cinnamon. Yeah, I would say cinnamon, definitely.
Hey, I really enjoyed reading the comments last week's show about people's favorite moments.
I did too, man. One of them left Robert out of the lineup.
That's okay.
Let me ask y'all a question. Would y'all eat cereal for a meal each day?
Forever? Like every day, forever? Nah, but I'd love cereal for a meal. I couldn't do it I could do it for a meal, but not like the meal.
No. Every meal. I'm just like a bowl of cereal every day. Could y'all eat a bowl of cereal every day?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can you put fruit in it? Fruit? Can I put
whatever you want, man? It's your world, man.
Can I put a snake in?
I love cereal, man. I can eat. Man.
Dude, Robert, don't burp on the fucking. It's rude. And it's disgusting.
Oh, see, it ain't me this time.
I put my mouth up to the mic to do it.
No, it's fucking nasty, man. Like, do you listen to podcasts? It's fucking terrible. It's fucking terrible. I had to cut out your burps on 4 Dummies, too. It's fucking gross, dude. Just cut that out.
You know how much work he had to do, man?
Hey, Justin, can you edit out his correcting me?
Nope. Wait, hold on. So does that mean that somewhere there exists, like, a whole file of nothing but
burps? Recycling bin.
Bob, you could, like, cut out burps and, like, make a beat out of them.
Nobody wants to hear that beat.
Everybody wants to hear that beat.
Nobody wants to hear that beat.
Hey, so real question here. What kind of cereal do you guys have on hand right now?
All right, so in my house right now, like, I don't eat cereal. So in my house right now, I have fucking Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms,
nice.
2 or 3 different types of Cheerios. But like, my wife knows I'm like a sucker for that shit. So like, we don't have any milk in the house at the moment. It's like shit my mother-in-law.
Oh man, put some water on it.
No, like it's like on purpose because I would crush the whole box. So she just keeps
of what? Man. Of what?
Of Fruit Loops or Lucky Charms. I'd crush both of those.
Dude, Fruit Loops. My favorite is Fruit Loops and Lucky Charms marshmallows together. They make that now.
Yeah, but I like my favorite cereal actually as of late is Cinnamon Chex. Like, it's not too sweet, but it's got just the right amount of sweetness. Like, it's been my new jam.
I have the trashiest cereal in the house. I have the frosted mini wheats.
Without the frosted on it?
Without the frosted.
That's like dirt, dude.
They're just wheats.
Yeah, that's nasty, dude.
I like a kashi that has like just like nut pieces and dates and stuff in it, little pieces of dried fruit. I like a nice hearty cereal, or I like a hot cereal. I'll do oatmeal.
Ugh.
You know, I'll do.
Can't swing that.
I love cream of wheat, but cream of wheat really is just
cream that shit out of here.
It's just fucking bread pudding. It really is. Like that, you can't count that as something healthy. But oatmeal's good, and it's very healthy. Put some blueberries, strawberries, walnuts in there. You want some protein? Put some peanut butter in there. It's a real. But you know what? Oatmeal. They tell you it's healthy. It's full of calories though. Like a bowl of oatmeal is like 1,000 calories.
Yeah, you're supposed to eat it in the morning and slow burn that shit all day.
There you go. I know you're never
I
going
might
to
go
guess.
do to Planet Fitness.
I know you're never going to guess that I have Raisin Bran in my house.
I don't. You never eat Raisin Bran. You throw like 3 McChickens in a bowl. You top it all.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Some Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
You do not eat Raisin Bran. When you're farting, it's because you went to McDonald's and you don't want to tell anyone.
Why am I afraid to tell anybody? Anyway, I love all those cereals. I mean, I could eat, any kind of cereal, but Raisin Bran, what I got right now.
Fair
Justin,
enough.
what you got, man?
I heard the bullshit in Bobby's voice right there.
Yeah, that's fine. I hear that shit all the time with Bobby, the bullshit. That's all. That's all right. Oh, I can't wait to see you next week. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Hey, are you gonna have extra chairs by your table, like just hidden?
No.
Hidden?
Absolutely not.
Why are you gonna have no chairs? We're gonna find some. We'll find some.
I'm gonna bring a fucking folding chair. I'm gonna sit down in front of your table. I'm gonna sit my chair down in front of your table.
I have no doubt.
And hey, what's up? Justin, what kind of cereal you got, man?
Currently I've got Rice Krispies. Cause they're good with just like I like Equal on Rice Krispies. They're good. I like Captain Crunch, the peanut butter crunch. And the one thing that I will eat until I get kind of sick of it, like legitimately sick of it, is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'll eat it and I'm like, my stomach is killing me. I should stop eating this.
But they're so good. I love Crunch Berries. Crunch Berries are my favorite Captain Crunch.
Yeah, I used to like Crunch Berries, and I still kind of like them, but I get tired of them quicker than I do the peanut butter crunch.
They hurt the roof of your mouth, man.
Yeah.
Scratch your foot, man.
So, I don't know. I used to, like, Frosted Flakes are always good, too. And then the one, like, as a kid, I always loved the cereals that had marshmallows in them. And the one day I saw Frosted Flakes with marshmallows, I'm like, this is going to be great. And then I, had a bowl. I'm like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever put in my mouth. I'm like, there is definitely too much sweetness, So. Yeah, what can you do?
Gator was like,
Yeah, that was always like, you should have known better, silly human.
Mm-hmm.
Zoe likes cat shit and
nice
dog food cereal.
Good.
It's hot.
What
you got, Greg?
Well, I have some in my ice box, in my ice chest, because we had another little fruit fly breakout, like right when it was humid, right before it started getting cold. So put the cereal in the ice box until I got rid of those motherfuckers. They're finally gone though. But I got some Frosted Flakes, I got some Honey Smacks, and I got some Raisin Bran.
Honey Smacks. Oh, you know what's good? Count Chocula.
Well, I've got some chocolate. I got some Cocoa Puffs on deck, like on the lower deck,
nice,
just for like a rainy day.
Honey Smacks always made me wonder what happened to the bear that was super high every day.
Yeah, I know. Now it's a frog.
Was that its name?
No, that was a different cereal, I think.
I know it was, but it was like the same thing as Honey Smacks. It was like different company, but same thing.
Oh,
one of those knockoff type cereals.
Yeah,
I just remember that bear on 80s like television. I'm like, yeah, that guy's like, when I was old enough to know what being high was, I'm like, that bear is super high.
He's high on sugar, man.
Yeah, probably.
Honey Smacks.
Did you guys ever have heroin smacks?
No.
With marshmallows?
No, never.
Yeah.
Never.
My uncle always kept a box of that in his bathroom medicine cabinet.
That wasn't right then.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to do that.
Oh, and I got some grits too to answer the hot cereals. But anyway.
Gross.
Sending a picture to the G3. Hold on.
We're gonna see the high bear. We're gonna see the high bear.
Yeah, you can't tell me that guy's not high.
Oh, I know what he looks like.
Oh yeah, sugar. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's honey, man. That's a honey high right there, buddy. I do remember those though. We had those.
Honey high.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Who doesn't like a good honey high? All right, Robert.
Right. Well, I guess introductions are kind of unnecessary at this point. But we have a full
powwow, Robert. We don't need formal introductions.
We have a full tribe tonight. at our powwow.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard the voices of Bobby Skullface, Matt for Gregory, Gregory for Deluxe, and Justin T2RX6, and me, Mr. Lost a raffle.
Yeah.
What'd you lose, Rob?
He finally lost one. He lost the Jabbercrutch.
Yeah, I didn't even want it. I have two already, and I kind of just did it for the hell of it.
Why do you
And
have
I'm glad
two
someone else won.
Jabbercrutches, man?
Why not? I can tell it's going to be wonderful, and it's going to be sold out in another week. It really is. But two's good for me. I'm happy for it.
Well,
I'm glad.
Wait. Didn't you pay over retail in bids?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I did.
I'm glad you lost.
Me too. I'm glad I lost. I let someone else win.
That one guy was glad you lost, man, from last time.
Was he there? Did he comment?
No, he didn't come back. I think they kicked him out. They probably kicked him out.
Keep the hope alive. That's what I say.
He bought what was it that you won, Robert? The last one you won, and he didn't.
I won Unicron for like $200 under retail. I won Unicron for like 400 something bucks.
You won Unicron?
Yeah,
that's fucking amazing.
Well, he bought.
That's your second Unicron, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he already sold it. He already sold that one.
Well, Eric.
Oh my God.
No, but I sold my retail one. When it comes, I'm selling it just for retail to a fellow guy, Eric B. You know him, because he's got a lot going on with his family and stuff, and he was doing fundraisers and stuff for his daughter, so he didn't have the scratch to lock one in. And then I was like, hey, you want mine for retail? Hit me off next month, and then when this one comes in, you can have mine for retail. You told
him to break you off when he got a chance.
Break me off.
Mm-hmm.
Hit me up. But yes or no, I'm not going to keep two. And if somebody has an issue, I want to help people out.
That's nice of you, man. That's awesome. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second.
Oh yeah. See you later.
He
has to go switch.
You don't win, man.
Bobby has to go switch over to Nerd Rage right now. He's going to just hop.
Oh
over.
yeah. He does.
What if he's getting on Stasis Lock?
That'd be pretty cool, man. I'm sure they'll be happy.
I think if Bobby got on Stasis Lock, they'd all have heart attacks.
Oh yeah, such a big celebrity like that. Yeah.
But he's like the devil to them.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, they'd probably bring out crosses and holy water and shit, start throwing it in.
They'd be like, "Oh my God, it's Bob! Wait a minute, we hate you."
Oh, we love you, but we hate you.
So, Matthew, what did you get this week, or have an opportunity to look at? Any knockoffs?
I don't know why you keep saying that. I never have an opportunity to look at shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
I sent you some things.
You get sent. Yeah, and you get sent knockoffs.
I didn't get sent a knockoff. Okay, Justin did. Yeah, I got to look at Wheeljack. What did I get? I got the Generation Selects Hot Shot and Chromar, the Power Dasher Chromar. I got the new. I don't know if I said this last. I got New Age Megatron, the Legends, and Barricade from Siege. I got that in, and that's it. I'm supposed to get some stuff in today, but the Amazon lady hasn't ran by yet. So
wait, okay. Out in the Ozarks, the Amazon people don't get vans?
No, man, they get a.
They run? They just run around?
No, boats. They get boats, fan boats. I say swamp boats, my bad. Fan boats. They go right around fan boats and shit. So I'm waiting for the Amazon fan boat lady to come give me my stuff. That's all I got, and I didn't have a chance to look at anything. Thank you,
Gregory.
Robert Ree.
Did you get anything or have an opportunity to look at anything?
I did. I actually forgot to mention the second time last week. I got a Fans Toys Tesla for retail. Just scratch off my list. I just want to emphasize I got it for retail.
Nice.
Why?
It's resale price. What do you mean why?
Like, why do you want to emphasize that?
Oh, well, just because
I thought
people say it
why
can't
did
be
you want to buy
done.
that?
People say it can't be done, Bobby.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, people say it's $400, Bobby.
Oh, okay.
But that's not true.
Bobby.
Apparently.
Bobby.
Apparently not.
Damn it, Bobby. Let's see. How can I piss Robert off this week? Oh, I got Wei Jiang Masterpiece Movie Megatron. I got
he said
got the Wei Jiang Blackout. I got Black Mamba, Starscream, and Brawl. The Fellow Shelf. I like the movie. I like the movie One Decepticons. I just thought the Autobots look fucking. What's that word that we don't use on the show anymore?
Trash.
Yes.
Good.
Well,
Stupid.
Yeah. I was actually going for gay, but yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Let's see, what else did I get? I got. You still there, Robert?
Yep.
I got a Jim Bao G2 constructor, just to have a yeller one.
You're lying now. You're just looking at the list of like knockoffs.
Nope. I got this from Terry Wong. I got Metal Beast Wing Dragon.
Ah.
Shout out to Terry Wong, man.
Yeah, shout out to Terry Wong.
Shout out to that dragon.
Yeah, shout out to this fucking dragon.
How's it built?
It's built good. I actually haven't really played with it that much. I've been trying to get some other stuff. It's actually beside my bed. I'm trying to get some stuff like transformed and ready to go on the shelf, and then I'll devote some attention to it. And then I got Masterpiece 45 Bumblebee.
There you go.
Yep.
That came in?
I got the one that Bobby looked at.
The stolen one?
Yeah, well, they're all stolen. All the ones out there are stolen. Yep. So I'm Public Enemy number 2, right behind Justin. And Pam.
Bastard.
You paid $150 for that on eBay?
I paid $700 for it.
Oh man, I'm gonna buy some new statues now.
And traded a Unicron for it?
2 actually. I traded my Siege Unicron pre-order, and then my Armada, the 2 different variant Unicrons as moons. So it's like a Trinocron.
Whoa.
How do you trade a pre-order though?
Well, let's just say it involves changing your phone number and moving.
That's thievery.
Your thievery.
Thank you.
Would you rather? Okay, if you had to pick between a knockoff product or something stolen from a factory, which would you do? You have to pick one.
Ooh, well, how about a knockoff product stolen from a factory?
What about a stolen knockoff? Nah, well, no, then that just
same thing, isn't it?
Well, Matt, maybe.
No.
Okay, so Justin, what did you get this week, or have an opportunity to look at?
I got nothing.
Wow, sound like the Godfather. Ain't got nothing for you.
You done nothing. Hey, Bubby.
Yes, sir.
Whoa,
that was a heavy S on that.
Were the S a little heavy?
A little bit.
That S is always a little heavier, Bobby.
Sorry.
Tame that S, man.
That's like a counterattack.
So actually, this week, all I had was the opportunity to look at things. I didn't get anything. I had the opportunity to look at the 3-0 Major 1/6 figure. I had the opportunity to look at the Takara Tomy Masterpiece Bumblebee 2.0. I had the opportunity to look at Iron Factory's Alcade, New Age Toys Agamemnon.
You got to use some real names. I don't know what these mean.
Okay, Iron Factory's Helix, New Age Toys Megatron, SH Figuarts Nebula, Star Wars The Black Series.
Supposed to be? That doesn't ring. No, I'm just kidding.
It's their take on in Star Wars The Black Series Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi. I had the opportunity to look at. So yeah, I had the opportunity to look at a lot of shit and had a Halloween party, but I didn't get anything.
How was the party?
Oh, dude, good times.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just the right amount of like good conversation mixed with fun, mixed with some shit getting a little weird. It was good.
Oh, I see. Because I wasn't there. It was fun. That's what he was saying. You heard that? I heard that in his voice. Right,
Stop that.
It's not what I'm saying.
Stop that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm glad you had a good time. How many people came?
Thanks, man. I think it was around 35.
Whoa.
Like at the peak of like 30, 35. I can't remember because like there was 24 people
invited. The
like
other one's just
RSVP
invited
plus
herself.
like wives and shit or husbands, and then on the other side of that, like Coheal backed out and shit. So
I know one who did. So
25 to 30 somewhere. 25 to 35. I'd say 30 for an average. Good.
Who won best costume?
Best costume overall.
Wasn't it Pinkerton?
Nah, I don't think so.
When I was looking at pictures.
Oh, maybe he did. Maybe he did. I don't have all the pictures, and I was pretty fucked up. Yeah, I don't know.
Who won worst costume?
A buddy of mine, Christian. He earned it. He deserved it.
Why? What was his costume?
Robin. It was trash. It was super trash. It was like one of those shirts that had the cape attached to it, and he just wore some jeans and some chucks.
That's nice, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, he was trash.
Was it like NACA quarter scale, Robin?
This was his first time showing up, so he was like, "Man, I didn't know. He underestimated the expectations."
How many times did you stick? How many times did you stick the light bulb in your mouth?
Oh, it was all night.
3 times.
It was all night, dude. What was funny is once I had the costume on, like, and I walked past the mirror and I hit like a little, like I was practicing my little picture poses. Like I kept laughing. I was like, God bless, it's just funny. Because there's like some history to that. Ever tell you guys the story about the Uncle Fester and my wife and all that?
No.
Oh, okay. So I was at a it was like a reunion of sorts, right? And a buddy of mine's wife was there, and as we walked in, I've had issues with her in the past, but she was like, "Do you know who you look like?" And I was like, So So I said to her, I was like, "I bet it's not Tom Cruise or somebody. Tell me who I look like." And she's like, "You look like Uncle Fester." And I was like, "That's funny." And then I said, "What's gonna be funnier is when I get my wife to come over here and kick the shit out of you."
You said that.
Yeah, and she was like, "What?" And I was like, "No, it's gonna be a riot." And I yelled across the bar, and I was like, "Hey, Laura, can you come over here and kick the shit out of her, please?" So
you can't do that. Laura will attack her.
Yeah, so this was like years and years. This was like, I mean, I think we may have one kid. Laura came over, and she was like, "What'd you say?" Like immediately, and she was like, "No, I didn't say." And she's like, "Don't tell me what you didn't say. Tell me what you said." And she was like, I just said that he kind of favors Uncle Fester from the Addams Family. And she was like, "That's funny." And she was like, "But you're not trying to be funny. You're trying to be hurtful. So don't be fucking hurtful. Sit there and shut the fuck up." You know, so like,
escalated, and Balar ended up taking her into a table of crabs. You know, it was crazy.
And then stabbed her in the eyes with crab claws.
No, that's not how Laura rolls. See, she's got the mother in each pocket, and she'll like wipe it in your eyes and blind you, then like smack you in the ears, and then it infests your brain, and then you turn into the mother, and then she takes you home, and then festers you.
Festers, huh?
Yeah, exactly. She's like, "I'll show you Fester, mother too."
Hey, Robert D.
Yes.
What'd you get, fella?
I got birthday presents. I opened them after my birthday last week. I got a new set of knives, which I love.
Ooh,
I've
nice.
been cooking up a storm, and I got cutting boards, and I got measuring cup. I got stuff to cook with, but I love it. I needed this stuff so bad. I'm very happy.
That's a good present, man.
Yeah, all the stuff to cook with. Yeah, sheet pans, like all this shit to cook good food. You know, and we've been cooking. I made a big pot of chicken soup. That's what we ate for dinner. Just like, it's like you got to cook. I want to, like, I even hit Eddie up. I'm like, "Eddie, I want to get a slow cooker." You know, because like, exactly.
Exactly.
You know? But
have you cooked lasagna yet with them?
No, I cooked one like this. You don't cook lasagna in a slow cooker. That'd be
no. I'm just saying, what's your new stuff?
No. I cooked one of those a couple weeks ago. But like, I want to be able to just leave the house, like throw something in, and then when we come home, just the food's ready. You know, with all the stuff going on, you know what it's like, Bobby. With the like, Justin, you're not there yet. When you've got to take one kid this place, another kid this other place after school, and they have homework. You know, it really gets overwhelming. You know, so like if you've got some, it's easy. Where I live, it's really easy to just pick up the phone or go do Seamless and get like really unhealthy food just knocking on your door in 15 minutes. You know, so it's something I'm trying to change. But yeah, that's all that I got.
You just want a crock pot?
I want to get a crock pot. I'm gonna get a
I
crock
have a
pot.
crock pot. I love leaving like a roast in a crock pot all night. Or some ribs.
Or a chili, turkey chili, stews.
Yeah.
You know, you can do healthy stuff. You know.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying that. You know.
Some raisin bran. So when you go to McDonald's, you like, hey, can I get a raisin bran?
I do sometimes. They don't look at me kind of funny.
I'm in a big one. All right. Anyway, we're going to move it along. Talk again about the ROC Toys for Tots Drive. We have links in the description. Send your unopened toys or your mattresses slapped up with Marvel Legends, wrapped up with some saran wrap. That's good. I do love the way you displayed your new Transmetals 2 Megatron. Greg, it was on a mattress, and I applaud you for that.
Nice.
It was
in the bed.
Where was the temple at?
I was in the bed. I just gotten out of the cancer center getting a transfusion. So I was in bed.
I'm gonna drop the cancer card, are we?
Drop the cancer.
Greg,
no, I didn't say I had cancer. I said I was.
I told you to collect KOs.
Hey, Greg, I'm gonna need you to lay on that bed with your shirt and pants off and have the Megatron in your crotch area. I need you some sexy poses from that. So get hot on that.
There's a big difference between want and need there, Matt. You need to figure out which one it really is.
Need.
So there's also a link in the description for the GoFundMe. In the event you do not have any unopened toys or mattresses to spare, you can always donate something. It'll help. It's a wonderful, it's really a wonderful cause. So just, like Bobby would say, search your couch cushions. I'm sure you got something in there.
Does he say that, really?
Yeah, Bobby, you can shake your couch cushions out. You'll find something. I don't know. I slept in that movie room, and there's something else in those couch cushions.
Oh, that's... Yeah.
They were black and curly.
Stop it.
Bobby,
hey, not on my cushions, you didn't.
Man, I'm going to sleep in there. I'll sleep in there next week.
What is this cream of
in the movie room?
What is it? What is this, 1992? Come on now.
How did you fall asleep with all the sconces on?
We do love a sconce here.
It's a nice room. It's a very nice room. Do you still spend time in there?
Yeah. I mean, it's a little hard with the baby dude because she doesn't have kind of the fortitude to watch a movie, but we get in there. We get some time in there. And I play video games in there. I played Spider-Man in there. When Fallen Order comes out, I'm playing that in there for sure.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. You got surround sound in there or no? You just got the sound?
Nah, not yet. I need to get one of those because they got I feel like when we did it the surround sound game was kind of changing. Everything was moving to Bluetooth sound bars and stuff, but I feel like they hadn't quite mastered it yet. So,
well, I got the Bose. I got the sound bar and it has a surround sound system, and it's wireless. You get the two.
Right, it's crazy, right?
That sounds good, man.
Yeah, you can get the surround sound. It's just expensive. I couldn't believe how expensive it was for what it is, but it's there. You can do it. Just do a couple extra reviews. Come on. You know what? Buy the surround system and then review it. Pays for itself.
Well, I was gonna do around 30 minutes with Deluxe Baldwin just to, you know what I mean, just to get my numbers up.
Dude, I'd be honored.
That's his money.
If you come back on, man, I'd be honored.
Anytime you want to have me on, Matt, we can make it happen. Anytime you want to have Laura on,
I want the whole fam.
I put the whole.
Right,
we can do all. We can do all of us.
Pause the show around 30 minutes.
Next week when I come see you, we'll do around 30 right there in your basement, man.
We can do that.
When you do your art, Bobby, you do all color digitally, right?
Correct.
Now, do you have a filter where you could filter it and just do a G2 and just put them to the side in a folder? With Robert's burps, so it's easy money. You can crank those things out. If you need
what's funny, man, is if I was smarter, I could. But you're not wrong for asking that. Because all my colors are isolated at first, and then I kind of collapse them in order to save space because I run out of space. Long story, but you're not wrong. That's not a bad idea.
What do you use, an iPad?
Yeah, I use iPad Pro. Laura got it for me for Father's Day last year.
Is it in an OtterBox?
It is in an OtterBox.
In our OtterBox? Where do you usually do your drawing at? Where do you go to relax and do your drawings?
I usually do my drawings at the kitchen counter.
Not the bath?
Oh.
Not the bath, no.
Be careful.
You know what's fucked up? So I got this new phone, right? I got the iPhone 11.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man, money bags.
And I didn't get the Max or the Pro or any of that shit. I just got the standard issue unit. and behind my sink is like a sound bar that we use for like playing music or whatever on Bluetooth. So I put my iPhone up there to play music. So I put the 11 up there, but it's a little bit bigger than what I'm used to, so to speak. And I didn't have it balanced right. This is like with my first week of owning it, it fell off of my sound bar and into like a bowl of water that like resting in the sink.
It's not waterproof?
No, it basically is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well.
No, so it was fine, but it was just like I was just like, oh.
Where's the rice at?
Don't put so much faith in that shit, because Monday night, or Tuesday morning, rather, last week, Kit dropped her iPhone. What's the one before the 11?
The 10.
10?
Yeah, the $1,200, $1,300 phone I bought like right before they said the other one was coming out. That one, she dropped that in the tub for like 2 seconds, and then we had to go to the Apple store and get her a new one.
Wow.
No, mine's, knock on wood, for like it's been like a week now. Mine's fine, but
I knocked on it.
We got some interesting. We got third-party news coming up. Planet X, TFCon. Did you see the other TFCon exclusives? Are they in here, Greg, or no?
No, but someone said there were 2 other exclusives. I didn't know if they were from last week because I just didn't see them.
Let's just talk about it while we talk about this one.
Okay, so what are the exclusives?
Well, this one that's on the list, we've got Planet X G2 Grimlock.
Only 300 made, too.
Blue Grimlock.
It might be a little hard one to get if people like this one. I think, and then they're doing the dead end, the G2 dead end, which everybody knew was going to get that anyways from the Stunticons from X-Transpods.
I mean, it's nice just to get a third-party Dinobot, you know what I mean? Like, about time.
Well, we're also getting, now, this is like innovative. It is so just, I mean, on the edge of tomorrow. We've got MMC is having a TFCon 2019 exclusive Mirage that's half invisible.
No,
they're not.
God.
Are you serious?
No.
Swear to God.
Stop fucking with me. That was 3 years ago.
They're also doing the Ocular Max Backdraft, but in Artfire deco.
No.
Yeah.
No, that was the one. That was the one they crowdfunded, right?
Yep.
That's pretty fucked
and
up.
Did that was the crowdfunding successful?
I guess so.
I have mine. He's right here on the shelf.
Oh.
Are you serious? Wait. They're doing another half Mirage.
Oh, I saw that. I thought that was like exclusives, just like from the past, like a collection of previous exclusives they've done. That was what's going on this year.
Yep.
Oh my
doing another
God.
half Mirage again?
Lenny.
Are you sure about this, Robert?
Yeah, are you sure? I don't think they're doing that. That'd be fucked up there, especially about the Artfire one.
It was on Facebook. That doesn't mean it was true, right? But it said TFCon exclusives. Hold on. I was
All right, so TFCon. Oh, that's Toronto. Let's see. Where's the American one?
I don't see anything on. I mean, Facebook would be blowing up right now with that bullshit because people would be like, "What the fuck?"
I think I saw it on James Chock's page.
Let's PM. What's this? Let's PM. Oh my God.
Okay.
Leonard.
TFCon exclusives to be announced as we receive photos. Thanks, TFCon. It's like 2 weeks away.
They don't update their shit till like a week after TFCon.
Hold on, somebody hit up Ryan here. I'll message Ryan real quick. Ryan knows. Ryan,
Right here. Here we go. It's Dame Chalk. It was yesterday. Hold on.
Damn, really? They're doing the half Mirage again?
It says TFCon exclusive by Destructimus Prime of TFW 2005. Make toys and Ocular Max. Let's see if I can share this.
Can't be true.
How do I share this?
Oh, they might just be exclusives through the years, though, man.
Yeah,
not exclusives of this year. These are exclusives through the year. But wait, Artfire. When was Artfire an exclusive?
He never.
Yeah, I just sent it to the G3.
I
just sent it to the G3.
No, I saw it. It's the Jazz, the Mirage, and the Inferno.
Oh yeah. That's what I saw. Yeah.
I don't understand.
I think that's
it doesn't say, but it would be very. It doesn't say through the years.
Yeah, but it's like
G2 was just last year.
But it doesn't. But it doesn't say TFCon exclusives for 2019 either. It just says TFCon exclusives.
You're fucking
by somebody on TFW 2005.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm not.
Feels like it's just a picture of exclusives.
I'll be right. I have to step away from the
that
keyboard.
Makes me less pissed off about my Artfire. So.
I've stepped away from the keyboard, but I just messaged Ryan, who does the third-party panel, to see if there's any exclusives we can talk about, and we should get an answer from that.
Nice.
All right. AFK, BRB, TTYL, YOLO.
If they did that,
TTYXX, that's my name.
If they did that shit, man, there would be some. Like I just said about the Artfire, man, I'd be like, that's low. But I don't think they would reissue.
Well, hold on though. That wasn't
thing.
Well, hold on one second. Artfire was not a TFCon exclusive.
No.
But I don't think they would do that.
MMC.
I mean, it was a
Like, he is kind of an exclusive in that he was the crowdfunding exclusive thing.
Okay, but this is TFCon exclusives, so either the person posting it is
that's
incorrect.
true. Either it's in some way it's either incorrect or it's trash.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a TFCon exclusive,
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm just saying, if they reissued it, if they did the fucking Mirage thing, come on.
Didn't you spend like $350?
People were already pissed off that they paid a premium for that Mirage the first time, and then they're like, we're releasing it again with the opposite parts clear because we made them already.
Now, if they did a clear, like a complete clear one, I would do that. That's fine. I mean, they they did the half one for Toronto, then they did the other half for the Chicago or whatever one. Now, if they just did a complete clear one, I would definitely be in on that one. I could understand that one.
Bobby, PM Antoine. Ask Antoine if he knows.
I don't have my phone close, man.
Yeah, you do.
No,
it's in your collar. You're listening to music. I can hear it.
It's in your collar, man. Anybody's collar.
I got this big ass 11 sitting in your collar, man.
I put a friggin' laptop in my collar. I put my desktop in my collar. All right.
Nice. Is anybody in on the G2 Grimlock?
No.
No,
Justin?
I'm in on it.
No. Robert?
Yeah.
You're not.
I hope the RC does a raffle.
Yeah, I think so. The only way you'll win it, the only way you'll get it, if you get a raffle.
A raffle. Toy World teasers.
I'm getting the data in, the G2 data in, definitely. Hopefully, I can get it. I mean, hopefully it won't sell out. But
You're not in on the G2 Stunticons, are you?
You said Matt or Bobby?
No, I said
Bobby. Who's doing them?
Extra?
Transbus.
They're doing G2?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's already 3 out, Bobby.
Oh, I haven't seen those. I know, probably not. I might, depending on how I do and how I'm feeling, I might go in on the G1 toy Stunticons.
Oh, the toy version? Yeah. I think Crack Rock is almost, I think he's out right now, I think.
Well, I can see that being a TFCon. Do you know what I mean?
I was recently looking at the Fans Toys breakdown. And I was looking at him like, the X Transbots one always bothered me, that skin colored white that he was. And
right.
I sitting the Fans Toys one next to the Red Alert mold. I'm like, this one's not actually white either, but he's not skin colored white, so it doesn't offend me. Right. If you look at it by itself, you would think it's white, but then when you see it next to something that actually is white, you're like, oh, good job, Fans Toys. So
there was a recent review of yours, Bobby, where you accidentally called him Crack Rock.
Yeah, I always do that.
I called him Crack Rock all throughout, man. This is,
All right. So, Toy World teasers. Let's see.
Oh, this is the movie stuff?
A bunch of fucking trash.
You're trash.
Ooh, a drawing of Tiger. What is that? That's Bumblebee.
And then a drawing of different fucking movie bots. And then a drawing of different fucking movie bots.
You know what? It's time to hang up your company.
No, it's not. I don't think it is. No. I mean, they're staying in their lane. They're going a different way that nobody's doing.
This is their lane?
Yeah. Why not?
It is.
They're trying something different.
Since when?
They can't do it with the combiners, so they might as well go somewhere. And why not do this stuff? Nobody's not. Yeah, nobody else is doing this.
They just announced Predacons that look like TFC 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but are they going to be...
So what is their lane?
This.
Now, today?
Movie stuff, yes. You know that Predacong's not going to sell. Come on now.
I don't know if this is either.
Yeah, no,
I didn't know that the movies had such big fans that people were clamoring for this. I feel like the movies stuff is being covered in this studio series line. I feel like people...
They are.
So, does anyone really want to go buy third-party movie bots? Is it that popular of a line that you're like, yeah, fuck this $40 deluxe that they sell now?
I just bought Bulldog and that B.
This is the end for you, my master.
Yeah, don't. I think they had success with Challenger, but that's Unique Toys. Hold on, no, it's not even Toy World.
Right.
But don't they have a Prime coming?
Probably.
Yeah,
maybe.
But Prime is a different conversation.
It's a different conversation though. Like you can do Prime, you can do any Prime, any version.
Why do you not want Brawl? Why do y'all not want
Prime, Soundwave, Starscream, Bumblebee? Those are the safe bets.
Well, God knows that new fucking Hasbro Takara Soundwave looks like fucking hot garbage. The Studio Series.
Oh God, they're doing the twins. They're doing the twins.
Yeah,
Yes, and they're doing Darnell.
Darnell.
Yeah, and Deshaun and Demarius.
Yes, Tech Sony.
What are their names?
Sagiv.
Scorpion Brothers. They're the Scorpion Brothers.
Yeah, I don't understand this decision by Toy World. Like, they found a new designer. He's like, I'll design for you, but I only like doing movie stuff.
You don't have to understand.
Like, okay, sounds good.
This is gonna bring Toy World.
I'm sure.
This is gonna bring Toy World back to the top.
Like
When they released the Constructicons, when they released Devastator, they were on top. And this will bring them back to the top. The
I
Drift.
think they were at the top when they released Devastator. It just
That Prime looks great, but they need to just get that out and get people excited about. But I mean, this isn't even Bumblebee style Transformers. It's not. It's the prior version of the Transformers.
Just let me know. Let me know when the purple and black translucent ice cream truck guys come out.
You'll just hate on everything.
So, Hasbro news. What's new in Hasbro news? YOLO Park Bumblebee Optimus.
YOLO, motherfucker.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What is this?
New,
another
officially licensed Bumblebee Optimus Prime action figure. 24 inches tall.
Super thick in the abdomen area, or the abdomen, if you're a long-time listener. This is exactly what I remember him looking like in the movie. Good job, YOLO Park. I guess YOLO, you spend, you only live once, so go ahead and give us your wallets, because...
Why don't you just stop collecting? Just stop collecting.
Yeah, no, this looks like it's gonna be fine.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I mean, like, you don't think it looks right?
I don't. No, I think it looks way too thick in the waist. It's.
What do you guys?
I can't really remember what he looks like in the movie.
And then, like look at the thighs, like the thighs to the knees. Like he's so thick up top, and then like goes into little tiny legs. Like,
So
that's not what you look like.
Is it 3A is doing one too? Is it 3A?
Yes.
3 below.
So why
Whatever,
would
it's still 3A? Let's call them 3A, and let's not hide behind other names.
So they're like spreading out the same license?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. Doesn't that eat into their own money? I guess no.
We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know what
they
they're
don't
doing.
give a shit. The problem is that they're gonna have trouble down the line when, someone else wants to come knocking for, or they want to go soliciting people for their licenses, because like everybody like, well, you gave it to these people and these people and these people, and I can't sell my shit anymore because you spread it too thin. No one wants 20 Optimus Primes of the same look.
Didn't we in older shows talk about they should spread their, give their license out to other?
Yeah, but not for the same exact figure.
We don't know what this is. This might be something different from. I don't know. Y'all don't know what's going on behind the scenes and shit, man. There might be something different.
I'll tell you what. The more people have the license for the same exact figure, the more opportunities there are. The more likelihood there is that it's going to be knocked off. That someone's going to steal it. You're spreading yourself out. You can't guarantee the same security.
Shit will get knocked off anyways. It doesn't matter how many. If you do it so many times, if you don't do it so many times, they're always going to knock it off no matter what.
I don't know why they would bother. If they know 3A, 3 Below is doing it and it looks beautiful, why would YOLO do it too? Why?
I don't know. I'm looking at this Prime 1 Studio one.
Because YOLO.
And like it looks similar. The proportion. Hold on one second. I'm gonna try to send it.
Is that it? Prime 1? Which one is it? The really good one?
So Prime 1 to me, is like it doesn't get much better than what Prime. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like an action figure. Okay.
Correct.
But 3A is an action figure.
3A is an action figure.
Yeah,
but correct.
Yeah, and
but hold on.
There's a couple other companies who I can't even think of them off the top of my head, but I know we've covered more than 3A and this that are making
Yeah, who was the other one? There was one famous one, like 3-0. Was the 3-0?
3-0 is 3A now.
But they just did the Bumblebee and the Blitzwing?
Yes.
That's 3-0.
That's 3A.
Well, I mean, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Whatever the fucking is. But they didn't do a Prime?
Not yet. They have a Prime coming.
It looks beautiful. You know?
Yeah.
But like I said, it used to be 3A. Now they're called 3-0. They're doing the Prime, but 3A is under. I mean, technically under Blitzwing and Bumblebee were under 3A. They're called 3A on the box.
I mean, that's irrelevant. I'm just trying to figure out who else is doing a Prime from this.
Oh, Toy World. I mean, one that doesn't transform.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, Toy World's got one coming.
3A and then YOLO.
I think they're doing statues too, but as far as action figures, I don't know.
So this might be the only one announced that's non-transforming.
No, you have 3A and YOLO.
Did 3A announce their Prime?
Yes, it's out. It'll be out like in a couple weeks.
Okay.
I posted a review of it on the page today.
Yeah, it's called 3-0. It's a 3-0 one.
It looks beautiful, but the funny thing is, it looks kind of just like the Toy World, and the Toy World transforms, which is nuts.
Yeah, but Hasbro doesn't license out their actual Transformers names for transforming toys. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. They're not going to license out G1 designs either. I can tell you that.
Yeah, like when they did that
people will stop buying them. People will stop buying the official. Like, I mean, the Takara or Hasbro.
Yeah, that was always weird. Like, 'cause they're like with Shapeways, they're like, we're officially working with Shapeways. Like, that thing died quick. And they're like, you can do Transformers, but they can't transform. I'm like, okay. Like, it's pointless.
Like, if they were to let, like, look at all these non-transforming licenses they have that are action figures. None of them are G1.
Right.
I wonder why they won't let them.
Because people will stop buying Hasbro.
Right.
Yeah, because if you could, if like honestly, if third party like the third party companies came out and started producing the figures, you know, with the license, nobody buy Masterpiece anymore. That's just how it is.
G1 is the bloodline.
Yeah, but it's a good business model to farm out the work and just make your percentage. Why don't they just do that?
Because they're not looking at. See, the thing is like it's all about chasing that definitive, right? So like they did that Siege Prime, right? And like the truck looked all wonky, but the bot was like a huge improvement. Like, so now they get to do another Siege Prime, and they call it something else. And now the truck mode looks a little better, and the bot mode looks a little better. You know what I mean? They can keep. Yeah. But if you could make one purchase and just be done with it,
exactly.
They string you along. You know, it looks
interesting.
interesting.
I'm gonna stop collecting, man. Fuck this shit, man.
Don't stop collecting.
That 3A one was good.
You, Matt, it's the reason that I don't collect mainline stuff anymore. They've been doing it for years. It's constant reboots of things that just get like
it's constant reboots of G1.
Yeah, it just gets slightly closer to what G1 is, you know. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna quit now. Since you quit, I'm gonna quit too.
This the 3A Prime looks great though, and the 3A Prime looks thick too, Justin. I don't know. I'm so I would be more. Let me say this: I would be more likely to go in on the 3A one over this Hulu or whatever one because 3A has a reputation. You know, like they've made a name for themselves. So,
so I'm looking at the 3A one, and it could be the 3/4 angle, not doing this yellow park one any justice because it does make them look more
Lincoln
thick. Park. But the thighs still look awkwardly small compared to the 3A one.
I agree.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'd definitely go with 3A before I went with Yellow.
Yeah, I would
Park. But I mean,
so
you buy it in Yellow. So.
Okay. Well, next up, Prime One Studio Bumblebee movie Soundwave statue images with color.
This is pretty, man.
This is how the movies really should have been from the start.
But fucking expensive.
So look, so anything with Prime One is going to be expensive. But I will say, like exactly, Robert. Like while I think this looks like the model, if I'm going to spend this amount of money on a statue, I'm going to get the fucking Imaginarium art one. I'm not going to get this one. Like,
oh god, Prime's next to it. Ooh.
The proportions on this are wonky, and it's not Prime One's fault. It's the movie design fault.
Yeah, it looks like a kid on. It looks like someone cosplaying.
Yeah.
This is the winner of 2019 cosplay at TFCon.
But this is how his shit looked in the movie.
Yeah.
What happened to Ironhide in the picture 6?
he got jazzed.
Jesus Christ. He's only half a body. He's
Is
only
that
half
Swamp
a man.
Thing? Is that Swamp Thing?
I think that's
That's Swamp Thing in the left.
It looks like Swamp Thing to me.
What's weird is like they usually try to go in scale and like I mean I don't know if it's the perspective, but like look how much bigger Soundwave looks than Optimus.
Yeah, he's huge.
I think it's just. I think that's just because of the angle, probably. Oh well, you're right. Maybe, but he looks right. He looks like he's about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. B looks alright, but
I thought that Shockwave next to B. Is that Swamp Thing really?
I think it's Swamp Thing. But that's funny that you thought it was the Shockwave. That's so fucking great. That's so unbelievably great.
Yep.
Did I get a check mark in your box?
On the characters.
Yep.
Did I get a check mark on the box?
My favorite thing said tonight.
Mm-hmm. My favorite thing said in the last 300 episodes.
Dude, y'all gonna make me quit this collecting, man. I swear. I like Ravage. I think Ravage looks good.
Yeah, Ravage looks great. I mean, it was Soundwave looks great too. This is none of the things that look bad here have anything to do with Prime 1.
It's just the I know what you're talking about. I don't know. You just don't like the design.
It's the design.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you guys a question. Any of
well,
you?
His thighs are a little big too, so I gotta throw that in. Justin, his thighs are big.
Any of you guys not get Jabber?
I didn't. Fuck Jabber, man.
Any of you guys not order Jabber?
Fuck Fans Toys.
Why are you going to give us yours?
Yeah, you got 13 on raffle.
Just wondering. Just wondering.
Why?
I
think. Okay, let me ask you this. I think this question was asked this. Do y'all buy Fans Toys just because you know it's going to be a lot more down the road? Not just because it's good. No, they're not always good.
I buy Fans Toys. My reasons for buying Fans Toys have nothing to do with value.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not talking about value. Well, I'm talking. Okay, yeah, value. I mean, are you afraid you're going to miss it because you know you're going to have to pay a higher tax later on down the line?
No, like Fans Toys is the #1 company keeping me motivated to continue collecting within the genre. You know what I mean? Like, if they were to back out, like, that's it for me. I mean, not it, but I mean, mostly it. There's nothing else I'm really in on.
Pretty much the same thing for me. It's like, it's not that, I'm afraid of missing out or anything like that. Like, they're genuinely the only company that, like, I really, like, look forward to getting a new release from. Like, I'm excited about certain things and, like, I enjoy looking at it, but it's like, the Fans Toys thing's here, like, gotta ship it out, like, it's one thing that, like, I am super excited to take a look at. It's, like, the next masterpiece I'm adding to my shelf, so to speak, So, I mean, it has nothing to do with reselling it later on down the road. I'm not afraid I'm going to miss out, so I just buy it. It's just genuinely, they have not given me a reason to be disappointed in them. So
I wonder what the percentage is of people that just buy just to, just to hold it on down the line and everything and stuff. But
yeah, Robert, what do you think about that?
I think anybody that's buying two, unless there's a reason, unless they love alt modes and bot modes and they really want to display both, they're doing it because they want to have one just in case. That's what I do. Just in case.
That's not a bad thing either.
There's rainy day moments. There's lots of different rainy day reasons, Matthew.
Yeah.
And Gregory.
That's a great explanation. Just to have it. Just say, hey, I know this is going to be a hot item down the line. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Rainy day reasons.
Rainy day reasons, Gregory.
Look,
do you think Jabber's going to be
I'm going to answer both questions at the same time. Yes and no.
Do you think Jabber's going to be one of those like, oh, I gotta pay so much for this? Do you think Jabber's gonna be like that?
Yes, I think it's gonna be. I think it's a great figure. I mean, I saw the transformation. That transformation looked extremely complicated.
That's fine, but I'm just saying the Unique Toys one is just. I mean, it's a good bot too, and more people will probably lean towards getting that one because it's gonna be cheaper.
Yeah, and God bless them. It's not terrible, and I'm not gonna knock them if they want that.
I'm just saying, I don't see Jabber as going to be a hot commodity like the Combaticons or the Stunticons.
Aesthetically, he fits. I think just aesthetically, he's more accurate. He's less stylized, and that's the trend, right? So that's all that it is. But
think we'll get a plus version?
That's a great question, right? Because it's a little purpley apparently. So this is where we go, Bobby. Are we looking at something that's going to come out in 8 months, and it's going to be less purple, more blue, and then the light blue will actually be sparkly paint? I'll say that's gonna be a stinky thing. Situation.
Let's just ask, how many Pantones did you pick out this week, Bobby? You don't need to say anymore. Just how many shades do you look at?
I haven't picked out any.
Oh.
What? Well, I want to hear Bobby say. What do you think that they're going to do a plus version of this blur?
I mean, following, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they did at this point.
They didn't do Hot Rod.
Look, I'm in the minority. I'm in the minority with that. I was reading through the comments, and I mean, and it's just like on that video, like a lot of people had a lot of great points. I just, to me, I don't know. It doesn't matter, but it's like,
oh, you matter, Bubby.
If something is going to be, I feel like you either release the high commodity piece first, and then if you want to re-release it, then you make the alternatives. Like that's basically how I feel about it. Like in a nutshell, like just put out the shit that is the super popular choice first. Like put out the painted Jetfire, and then if people need a second deco, then you put out an unpainted Jetfire. The Galvatron and the Cyclonus get a little stickier because there may never have been a definitive version. What's the definitive version? Is it the version in the cartoon? Is it the version in the movie? Is it the version in episode such and such? Or you know what I mean? So I get it. But something doesn't sit right with me regarding it.
I think that what helped Cyclonus was the IDW stuff that they got first released with the original one. I think a lot of people were after that because of that, and then you had the Toon version and everything. So I think there was a little difference of that one being released. I don't want to say I was mad. I didn't care anyways, but I think me getting the first one was just as good as getting the second one because it had the IDW stuff, and I really liked that. I thought that add-on stuff was really good to it. So. But the other ones I don't understand. The Jetfire one, I really never understood that one. There was no need to release a X version or whatever that was.
Right.
That's just me.
Want to do some listener questions?
Not really. Oh.
We'll go ahead and do MP Collector. He said, if you were betting men, which project or projects do you think HasLab will end up offering next? Do you think they will stick with Star Wars and or Transformers, or do you think they will tackle a dream product in a different franchise? And while on the topic of HasLab, do you consider the Unicron fundraising effort to have been successful? Finally, what does Justice for Cookie Monster actually look like? My guess would be Marvel. That would be my guess.
X-Mansion?
Maybe the Blackbird or a Sentinel or Galactus. Something like that. That would be my guess.
You don't think they crowdfunded Devastator? No, because they did one.
They just did one.
Yeah.
But that's what my gut tells me is that it would probably be Marvel related.
I hope they just repaint Unicron into Galactus.
I hope so too.
Marvel's big money, man.
The Sentinel's pretty cool. That'd be good. Or the Galactus would be pretty cool. I think they crowdfund Predaking. I think Predaking's a popular.
What if they did the Danger Room? That would be sick. Because you can go deep in that. You can go really deep with little panels. You can get deep in that room.
Hey, they got panels on Unicron too, so they get deep in there.
All the little, it could look totally like an empty room, but then you flap up panels and you got little things that come out. And you can put your figures in there. I don't know.
What if they did the ship in the mountain? Whatever the ark, whatever.
The ship in the mountain.
What if they did the ship in the mountain?
The ark.
What they did the ark in the mountain kind of play set kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be a while before you see Transformers again. I think they have kind of been stung a bit by the Transformers thing. I think that while Unicron was fundraised, technically, You know, the fact that they had to extend it, the fact that there's all sorts of fucking speculation floating around that thing, and that it was bought for gifts, for Paramount employees and all sorts of shit.
What?
In order to make
Really?
Yeah, there's tons of shit circulating about that thing, and I don't think that you'll see something Transformers related next year. That would
They
be my
didn't
guess.
hit 11,000 or 12,000 units by buying presents for Paramount employees. You know?
Well, those numbers are fucking super skewed anyway.
Well,
And once it got funded, see, the question is the numbers it took. Yeah, that's the question. The question is the numbers it took to get it funded. Once it got funded, then you have people scrambling, right? So those numbers I don't really give a fuck about. But when it was at 5,000 and then all of a sudden it was at 8,000, that's where the questions kind of come in.
They should have started at 5,000 anyways for to back it.
every couple of minutes was another few, another 10, another 12. You know, it was really wild the last 24 hours. But
I think NYCC helped it a little bit too. I think a lot of people got to see it in person, and that helped it a lot.
I mean, it was at STCC. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude.
If they were funded, okay, if they had 5,600, whatever, at the deadline, and I think they probably had 8 at that point with the extra stuff at the back end. You know, I think it was all a grand scheme. And if they're the ones playing a con, they didn't get stung. They just played everybody. That's all. The only reason they delay is to do the play again and give a little time, you know, to do something like that again.
What if they do this for the next one? For it'd be a fish tank and the Nemesis in it. No fish tank lovers.
Fish tank.
Nemesis. All right.
Yeah, no, I just think that this, unfortunately, this is gonna be. This is gonna feel like a stain. I feel like for a while.
You turn a little dial and the tower comes out of the water.
Yeah. You got a little
Marvel Legends Galactus, Marvel Legends Sentinel, something like that.
Fish tank Nemesis.
I'd like to see a Blackbird, but only if there's a basketball court for it to come out of.
Right. But I mean, think about if you charge like $300, $400 for like a fucking badass Galactus. You know, I think that shit would move.
Badass.
You see people selling the whole mattress just to get one.
I don't know. What do you think it would need to do though to be worth that money?
What would it scale
how
with?
much would you value Galactus, and how tall?
It would have to be like probably 4 feet.
God dang, my height. Dude.
Electronics.
You could dress me up as Galactus for $300, Bubba.
I was thinking about that. It would be matte.
Fully painted and fully articulated.
You can paint me too if you want to.
It'd be matte and tidy whities with the little Galactus masks, the ones with the band, the rubber band on the back.
And the outer robe is super nicely done. You know what I mean? Like the one that is his skirt, for lack of a better term.
So you're saying electronics, super tall, well articulated,
fully painted.
$400.
Yep.
I think it would sell. I think a lot of people would.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind.
I hope they just take that Naboo canoe and paint it black.
How would they ship that thing though?
Dude, the barge was 4 feet.
Okay. That's all right,
but especially if they and they could do it Build-A-Figure wise, you know what I mean? Like they could break it up into pieces.
Yeah, they could.
Crowdfund his head. Let's crowdfund the guy's arm.
I got the hand.
But if
$30,
if they hint at any Galactus in the next upcoming Marvel movie,
oh yeah, that definitely would help.
Game over.
No, it's not. Hasbro's out of touch with that. They're out of touch.
They're far from out of touch with what the movies are doing. Far from
that. They're out of touch.
But when it comes to connecting the movies to the products,
yeah, they're not out of touch, dude. Not with Marvel.
Yeah, not with Marvel, man. They get that shit out. They're out of touch with Transformers, but they're not out of touch with Marvel at all.
You're out of touch.
I would say that if anything, Hasbro's more out of touch with the comic shit because there's never enough of that to go around in my stores.
I would agree.
But man, you want a fucking Captain Marvel doing a fucking Superman flight, or you want anything from fucking Thor, or not Thor, but Endgame. It's all just sitting there.
I wonder if Stan Bush is going to be playing outside in the
I think the popular thing that people want to hear is a flag, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think there's enough interest in G.I. Joe at this point that, you know.
How big?
Yeah, they'd have to have a line. They'd have to have a line to support it. Like if that 25th anniversary line was hitting right about now, then maybe.
But
yeah.
You're not gonna you couldn't come with no G.I. Joe out on the market and be like, oh yeah, the USS flag.
What about?
People want to pay money for it at this point.
What about Cookie Monster?
No. What about a life-size, anatomically correct My Little Pony?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I think they're gonna find similar to this Cookie Monster. I think they're gonna find that better or worse.
People don't want that shit.
The collector kind of the adult collector strength is going to be in the quote unquote boys franchises because we're the ones that can't let go.
Let it go. What about Bert and Ernie? What about Bert and Ernie? You think Bert and Ernie would have made?
What'd you say, Robert?
I don't think if Cookie Monster made it, Bert and Ernie would have a chance.
Yeah, I think Cookie Monster. I mean, Elmo maybe.
Oh, God. Oh, Big Bird.
I think
Snuffleupagus.
Big Bird would be huge, Mac. That was a life-size cookie. That was a life-size Cookie Monster. Big Bird is fucking 10 feet tall.
Man, could you imagine walking down your basement, buddy?
Big Bird is how big fucking Unicron should have been.
Could you imagine walking down to your basement and just seeing life-size fucking Sesame Street characters in your fucking be like,
I couldn't sleep at night.
Did any of you guys catch the Oscar the Grouch Joker parody that Saturday Night Live did with David Harbour?
Nobody watched Saturday Night Live anymore.
No.
You're somebody, Greg.
Yeah, they do a parody of the Joker movie with him becoming the Grouch. It's pretty funny.
That was a good movie.
I feel like if you were to be in on the life-size Sesame Street, your collection should look like Sesame Street. Like when you go downstairs,
nice.
Like hats?
Like the street, the sidewalk, the brownstone on the side of the walls,
if you don't got kids and you do that, I think someone needs to wiretap you.
That's fine. Hey, does anybody want to watch Zombieland this week? Just real quick.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna look for get tickets.
Nobody watches
after the show.
I'm going. I'm looking forward to that shit.
I'm gonna go see it in Arkansas.
Good.
I'm gonna pull the fire alarm the last 30 minutes of the movie, so you have to get back to it.
Joker was a good fucking movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm gonna wait till it's out next month on Amazon. Dude, over the weekend I got Lion King, I got Toy Story 4. I swear to God, I thought it was a month ago they were in the theaters.
Yeah, Toy Story 4 was recent, but Lion King was back in fucking hold on, I can tell you.
Toy Story 4 is still in the theaters right now, man.
But do you remember the days when a movie came out, you waited a year before it came out on HBO, maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, I always talk about, do you remember when VHS tapes were like $100?
Yeah. That's if you didn't return them.
No. To purchase before.
And you got to rewind it first too, man.
Purchasing VHS was not a thing.
Really? $100?
It was around 89, 90, somewhere around there, somewhere around Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that buying VHS became a thing.
But because they was going up against
No. Listen to what I'm saying, because most people recorded their shit off of the TV.
Yeah.
Buying the actual proper cassette was that was rare. It was specialties. Like E.T. had a special release, and but for the most part,
he does.
I don't remember that. I don't remember them being that expensive.
Little dick glows.
Yeah, I seem to remember it being like $30, $34.
That wasn't until much later. Originally too expensive as fuck.
Wow. Y'all remember when CDs were in the long ass boxes and you couldn't steal them?
When you just even say it was 89 Batman, right? It was 89, right?
Yeah. I mean, that was Batman.
Immediately, the image of that slipcover from the VHS pops in your head, right? Or the tire, the spare tire cover.
No, not the spare tire, just the symbol.
The symbol that was on the spare tire. People had them on their wheels. They had them on the VHS.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
But the M comes to mind.
That's branding.
according to the Wikipedia for the Batman movie, in an unprecedented move at the time, it was made available to buy on VHS in the U.S. on November 15th, less than 6 months after its theatrical release, as the suggested retail price of only $24.95, although most resellers sold it for less.
Exactly.
But hold on.
Are you looking at eBay prices, Bobby?
If the peanut gallery would just like calm down a little bit, for most of the 1980s, movie studios charged anywhere from $79.95 to $89.95 retail price.
That's what I'm saying.
Fake news.
Most consumers wouldn't buy VHS tapes at this price. Instead, retail sales were few, and most VHS tapes were sold to independent video rental stores for approximately $50 to $55 wholesale. Don't make me look up fucking Betamax here. You know I'm gonna look.
Hey, did y'all ever get charged for not rewinding that shit?
Never. My dad was on me. My ass better have that shit rewound in its packaging, ready to go back.
Have you looked in Bobby's? Have you looked in Bobby's DVD library? It's all Netflix sleeves.
He don't have no cover. Just you can see a big bright.
He doesn't return shit.
I just send back blank DVDs.
He scratches it the fuck up.
Dude,
so
remember the things in the magazines that had like a penny for CDs? You get like 12.
Mm-hmm. So I'll tell you. Wait, you're talking about Columbia House and BMG, and so those were so there's actually some science behind that. So Columbia House and BMG were some of the biggest distributors of music in the 80s, and then it kind of slowly evolved into BMG and ASCAP. So they were the ones always left holding the majority of music when everything was sold. That's how they could kind of afford to give it out for a penny a piece or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But to divert to that for just a bit, the shadiest thing I ever did with Netflix, I was a long supporter of their DVDs.
Oh, they're listening.
Was they sent me I can't remember what it was. It was like a bullshit movie, and I watched the movie. My wife sent it back. She ended up sending back disc 3 of The Office.
Oh man,
the British version.
I feel like I've heard this story, but I feel like we've heard this story before.
No, I never heard this.
So
you've done this, Greg.
So what I did was I contacted Netflix and I asked if there's any way to kind of get it sorted, and they said no, there's too many discs, it's impossible. And I said okay, cool. So I then ordered the history of comics. I had the history of comics sent to me. It was like a History Channel documentary that you couldn't buy anywhere at the time. I kept that disc. I sent their disc back to them from the previous movie, and then I went and bought the second season or a second copy of The Office again.
You're the pioneer of swapping out.
And I still have that History Channel the History of Comics DVD in my library.
What if a kid wanted that and they watch and they open it up and it's
I feel for him. It wasn't the right thing to do, Matt. I will openly admit it was not the right thing to do.
Because of Bobby, somebody opened up their mail and instead of a disc, they got like a Marvel Select figure in there.
They got that Captain Marvel from Marvel Legends. But yeah,
I signed up for that fucking Columbia House thing. You buy one, and then you get like 12 for like a penny or some shit. Man, they always sent me shit, every fucking month. I was like, God.
Let's do another question.
No, we don't have time. But that was when the distributors owned the rights. You know what I mean? Like, it's so funny now how music has changed because now everything is streamable and everybody can kind of click a button from their home computer and get it fucking rocking and rolling. That they don't need to worry about it. Like the artists and creators are kind of in complete control of their music, and then the streaming services are in control of the distribution. So like the distribution companies now, like the BMG ASCAPs of the world, like they're hurting. I mean they've raped fucking companies and artists for years, so there's no awe for me. But yeah.
Right.
Before we get out of here, just to to follow up to earlier. The only TFCon exclusives known right now are that Grimlock and a couple of Senecons. And MMC has something, but they don't know if they're going to actually pull it off or not. That it'll be announced this week if they do.
Can you ask Ryan if they'll provide cots at the third-party panel?
Why do you need a cot?
You could.
It's going to be boring as fuck. That
you could just not go and let somebody else who's never got a chance to go in there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Fuck that. No, I want a cot. I want a cot.
Why do you want a cock?
Do you want a cot or a cock?
Cock. He said cock.
Hey, who's going? Is everybody have a Greg going to TFCon?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice. I mean, he's a bummer for Greg. But...
Everybody but me.
Hey, he's a grown man. He can come if he wants to.
I was gonna come, but
I'm staying with I'm gonna stay with Robert.
Why not?
All 3 nights.
No, you're not.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay with you and the fam. You're gonna
stay with Antoine.
Weekend. It's gonna be a good weekend, man. It's gonna be a good weekend, man.
It's gonna be a short one though, because I'm getting there Friday afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know why you're not getting there like Friday till 9:00 at night, man. That's fucking stupid.
Because we can't leave too early. We have to leave
why
at 10
can't you
o'clock.
leave too early?
Traffic. We're not going to get there regardless. We will leave at 10 o'clock. We'll get there at like 3 o'clock. Bobby, would you explain traffic to him?
Why don't you come Thursday?
Yeah, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts.
Because my daughter's in school.
Take her out for one day. She'll be all right.
That's 2 days if I leave Thursday. She's not going to school on Friday.
They don't go to bed till 11 o'clock at night anyway, so she's not going to miss it.
She has to go to school.
Yeah, honestly, Matt's got a good point. Why don't you just take her out of school for a couple of days?
I think that when we get down there, we should look for a spot on Saturday to try to have like a little get together, like a little public get together, like where meet some new people. Like the rock party is usually Friday night, which is awesome, but like it's very exclusive. Like you kind of have to know somebody to get in there. But like if we were to kind of throw something maybe in the courtyard, we could get some new folks out there. Okay, all right. Let's try to get that going.
Well, Robert's got a plan around his massage. So
yeah, I'm not on board.
You got to make sure about that.
I'm not on board with that, Bobby.
But no, I definitely. He's not down with that.
I think.
Well, yeah, we can do that. That'd definitely be good.
You got like an SUV. Pack like 12 folding chairs.
Well, we could do it like we used to do. Like, remember we did it North Carolina? We had the outside shit and everything?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what, Bobby? Me, you, Matt, and Justin will just pick a bench where there are other seating and we'll just sit there. And then they will come
cots.
to us.
What about cots? Can we get cots there, too?
They will Cox?
How about we just start a line for 30 minutes with Deluxe and you just get in a line? You can go on
quit speed dating.
With cots. With cots.
Hey, everybody, if you come to TFCon, bring a fucking cot. Right.
Why don't you guys just set something up on the roof and you got to be dressed up as a DC superhero to participate?
That would be hard.
Just wait in line to pose and brood.
Wait, are we talking about 30 minutes with Deluxe or?
No, we're just talking about DC heroes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can organize something. We can organize.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll do something. People will show. If you build it, they will come.
If we just hang out, people will gravitate.
Especially,
but that's what I'm saying. It's got to be in an open spot, though. It can't be secluded because if it's secluded, you cut off the new people.
Man, was there? I don't remember. I mean, there's a lot of areas around that.
There's open spaces. It's just a matter of finding a space and being like, yeah, this is this down.
Well, yes, there is seating in a courtyard behind the hotel, right? Between the hotel and like there's a whole area, like it's pretty interesting. It's like a square. It's like a piazza. It really is like a piazza behind the hotel.
Stop saying piazza.
That's Mike your favorite. Piazza. That's your favorite Met of all time. No,
Mike Piazza. He's a Dodger.
Look, tomorrow, I'm sorry, Friday. Let's try to. I'll be down there early. Let's try to find a spot before the rock party.
Okay.
No, let's do it at the same time as the rock party.
Whatever. All right.
And we'll just in the whole. It's all a premise to see who Eddie PMs first.
Hey, if you're coming to TFCon,
look us up.
Bring that same energy. Oh wait.
Bring that same energy for sure. Bring the same energy. But on top of that,
if you slap Bobby, I'll give you $100.
Bring a cot.
Keep an eye on. Don't do that, Robert. Don't do that.
Hey, you know somebody's gonna do
I'll only give you $50.
But keep an eye on the like the Shattercast Facebook page, the Skullface Facebook page. Like, keep an eye on everything because we'll announce it everywhere where we're gonna be. And we'll try to talk behind the scenes this week and contact next week. But I don't know if I'm gonna be on the show next week. So
what?
We'll be all around Bobby's table anyway. So just come up and say hi.
Not around, just off to the side, hopefully.
No.
I'm bringing a couple chairs.
We're getting cots. We're bringing cots and putting them on.
I'm skipping the cot. I'm just bringing a pillow and lying right across the table.
Exactly.
I'm gonna lie
on this table.
I'm gonna lie under the table with the blankets draping in front, and I'll be like, "Hello."
As long as you can deal with the wrath of my wife.
Don't punch Bobby. People don't punch Bobby. I want you to bring the energy, though. If you have a beef with Bobby,
Yeah. Let's get that. Let's get into the discussion. I'll film it.
Let's have a beef with Bobby moment. I'll give you $5 if you have the.
Won't give anybody money to have a problem.
No, don't have a problem with him, but have the audacity and the bravery to say, yes, I have a beef with you.
All right. Well, yeah, we can get into the beef.
To his face.
When I get there, I would like to discuss Ultra Magnus.
I'm not giving it.
No, I don't want those problems. No,
but it'll be a silent argument. You'll be texting each other.
No, it'll be Justin texting and me trying to get a word in.
Exactly. You know how it is.
Yeah, but definitely, hey, in all seriousness, man, look us up. We're going to all four be there. You know, we'd love to hang out with anybody that's going to be there. It's going to be a great time. It's a good area, too. So
we're going to have an SCU powwow.
A powwow.
That's what we're gonna have. We're gonna have an SCU powwow at some point, in some place, but at the same time as the rock party.
I hope somebody brings a cot. I really do hope somebody brings us a cot or something, man.
You want a cock?
A cat.
All right, that's enough.
Shoutouts to Cool Table Network, ROC, Antis Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerd Rage Radio, and Wigs.
And my personal favorite, the well-established gentleman's show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse.
I am Ratchet.
Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it down.
Shut the fuck up!